Amazons, women who rejected men. Close your eyes and imagine. In a world dominated by men, there exists a legend of a kingdom ruled exclusively by women. This is the kingdom of the Amazons, a nation born of the god of war, Ares, and the beautiful nymph Harmonia, whose formidable silhouette still haunts the imagination. Historians and geographers of antiquity place them in the most remote, mysterious lands. On the shores of the Pontus Euxine, today the Black Sea, somewhere around the Thermodon River and the legendary city of Themyscira. It was a wild yet fertile land, ideal for their lives, entirely dedicated to the art of war. Their way of life was harsh, but their appearance is legendary. The Amazons are more than just warriors. They are the epitome of strength combined with classical beauty. Artists celebrated their athletic figures, their strong yet graceful arms, capable of wielding a bow or a crescent-shaped shield with equal dexterity. Their images have come down to us in marble. Proud posture, tightly braided hair, a gaze full of determination and intelligence. In their kingdom, a woman was not a servant or an adornment. She was a queen, a huntress, and an invincible soldier. War was their element. They were virtuosos of mounted combat, and their ferocity on the battlefield was comparable only to that of their father, Ares. The Amazons knew no mercy. This is how they ensured the future of their kingdom. At certain times of the year, the Amazons entered into short-term unions with men from neighboring tribes, the Scythians or the Gargareans. These were strictly controlled, temporary relationships. After the birth of a child, only what was of value to them remained in their society, the female child. They were raised, trained in horseback riding, hunting, and war, preparing a new generation of formidable warriors. And what about the boys and captive men? Legends say their fate was cruel. Boys were either returned to their fathers or kept in low-ranking positions. Captive men, having fulfilled their role as procreators, were most often exiled or killed. Their society was a completely matriarchal utopia, where maleness was not just secondary, but undesirable. But over time, the Amazons' strict rules began to show cracks. The men they held captive or enslaved proved less frivolous. Taking advantage of the weakened control and the warrior women's fatigue from constant raids and wars, the captive men staged a carefully planned rebellion. Their uprising was swift and brutal. However, instead of exterminating the women, they offered them a compromise. Men were unable to completely break the Amazons' proud spirit, and they in turn realized that shared rule would give them a better chance of survival in a turbulent world. Thus, the former matriarchy gave way to a shared kingdom, where power was shared between strong women and men. This new people, embracing the traditions and strength of the Amazons, gradually blended with the surrounding tribes, the Scythians and Sarmatians, and the name of the Amazons disappeared from history as the name of a separate kingdom. However, their image lives on. The Amazons became an eternal symbol of female freedom, defiance, and power. They proved that strength is not dependent on gender, and beauty can be as deadly as a sword. Their motto was simple and resounding, like the blow of their shields: freedom or death.